Hi, fire signs. Welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So that you can have a healthy relationship outside of yourself, but it's about managing the emotions and identifying our energy so you can use your intuition for good health, good wealth. When it comes to spirituality, it's about balancing your feminine and masculine energy within yourself to co-create with the universe. All right, fire signs? Fire signs, you could be in the energy of being a narcissist, or someone in your energy being a narcissist. Maybe looking for someone who's too full of themselves, all right? Or maybe looking at a reflection, okay? Maybe look at a karmic situation. Maybe feel a bit lost, or lost loved one is watching over you while you're around a narcissist people. Maybe someone is too full of themselves, fire signs, okay? Fire signs, remember, you are about the fire of inspiration, the elements of the soul. You're born to love. It's about romance, intuition, the lesson of power. You're looking at maybe self-reflection. It comes to balancing yourself. Maybe looking at a reflection of people that are narcissists in your energy. Maybe looking at a reflection, the man in the mirror. Okay, always starts with the man in the mirror first. All right, your initials could be MJ or N. Fire signs. We are talking to an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Maybe you're dealing with another Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, or you're dealing with someone that is full of themselves. Maybe you're looking at the rays of the sun when it comes to the soul of the self. Maybe you are looking at maybe being more active, more ambitious, but you're around narcissist people. You could be exploring, being a leader, okay? Or maybe fire signs, you're looking at the will of the self. Maybe you feel very ambitious and very overly confident, so you're attracting narcissist people. Can I look at creative? Maybe you're seeing your hands are very creative. Maybe looking at the limelight, you could be an actor, a teacher, or you could just be in the energy of seeking direct conversation. Maybe someone's exaggerating, someone in your energy. Maybe someone is in the middle, or someone's trying to sabotage. Okay, so someone's trying to sabotage. Okay, so someone else. Maybe fire sign is a narcissist. Maybe looking at the energy of someone who's been exaggerating, being very irresponsible or tactless. You could be seeking a lawyer or exploring a priest. Okay, so now you're looking at maybe idealistic, okay, or the values of maybe someone in your energy, okay, being very domineering, very excessive. Now you're looking at a narcissist. Fire signs, someone else, someone's up in the middle, sabotaging with love spells, all right? But they have to remember, when you lose love spells, all right, what happens is it just goes back. It's a heavy consequences. It's going to be a very heavy lesson for a narcissist person that's probably stuck eating food, poison, pepper, food, tomato, burgers, love spell. Someone's using a love spell on you, fire signs. Maybe you're moving forward. Someone in your home. There seems to be a love spell. Someone's doing the ritual, practitioner, trying to sabotage you. Maybe you're bewitched by an air sign person. Maybe you're changing residence, moving in with an air sign person. Maybe you feel intuitively connected to an air sign person. Maybe you're still trying to figure yourself out when it comes to sexual chemistries. Maybe you're trying to keep your heart open because maybe someone has something to tell you. Maybe you're going for a divorce when it comes to issues with maybe your communication, moving forward because you're in a commitment. Maybe things are getting serious when it comes to maybe an air sign person or water sign person, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Maybe looking at transformation, letting go. Maybe you're making room for the new beginning. Maybe a new beginning's on its way to you, fire signs. Because now you're looking at maybe pet, or you're looking at energy. Every energy has a carbon footprint. This is why you should not play with energy magic. All right. Maybe someone's going to be back or expected to hear someone on your travels, a liar, a narcissist, so be careful, because someone's sneaking, an earth sign person, a Taurus or a Capricorn person. This person has problems with addiction, gambling. Maybe this is a narcissist person, someone that is maybe a karmic. Maybe this karmic cycle is ending with an earth sign person, because now you're maybe trying to maybe compromise, work things out, but it takes patience. It's very challenging though. Maybe you have to find out more information. You've got to be cautious about an earth sign person, but a lost loved one is watching over you. Someone maybe is expecting, but someone's got their eyes on you, fire signs. So tell the universe exactly what you want, because right now you got a gold digger earth sign person in your energy. They want your money, all right, to be used. Maybe you're getting ready to be wined and dined, but give it time. You're looking at distance, moving on. Maybe it's not the right time when it comes to the heart, because maybe you're looking at a heart issue when it comes to maybe bringing luck on your side. Maybe you feel someone else is in sabotaging because it's a love spill. Maybe you feel an air sign's doing it, but as we just saw, gold digger, earth sign person in your energy. Maybe you feel maybe it was an air sign person. I don't know, take it as it resonates. But you're looking at 2 hands on. Maybe you had no balance. Maybe someone's telling you about a love spell to get yourself balanced. Because it seems to be change of residence. Someone's moving in with a partner. Maybe you're moving in with an air sign person, fire sign person. Maybe looking at stability. Maybe looking at a loving home when it comes to maybe comfortability, security. Maybe looking at maybe Aquarius person. Maybe you have a deep wish fulfillment. Maybe someone else is in the way. Maybe a famous person. Maybe you're a famous person. Maybe you think about an air sign person. Aquarius person. Maybe this person is a narcissist. Someone that's full of themselves. Maybe they need to go heal. Or maybe fire sign, you're a narcissist person. And you're doing self-reflection, projecting. Because now you're looking at balancing the masculine and feminine to do deep healing. Maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius person or moving away from an Aquarius person. Or maybe Aquarius person is helping with your burdens as you move forward away from a narcissist person. Maybe a Taurus person that's full of themselves, looking for donations. Maybe fire signs, you're looking, seeking into yourself to say, I know. Into me, I know I have a burden. So into me, I'm seeking to have maybe healing because someone's in the way of sabotaging. So now you're looking at maybe such a Sagittarius person when it comes to direct conversation, maybe it comes to philosophy or being restless when it comes to the energy. Maybe you're looking for healing when it comes to a burden, when it comes to maybe finances. Maybe because someone's in the way, maybe sabotaging your finances. Maybe you were helping someone else's burden and you're turning yourself away, maybe from a Aquarius person or away from your own healing or away from your own deepest desires. Because maybe you're helping a Sagittarius person or a Taurus person. Because now you're looking at maybe a burden, letting go of your burdens, which was someone else was sabotaging your projects. Maybe you're building something. When it comes to maybe the urge to create from the power of the soul, but someone's sabotaging the soul of the self by witch spell. Maybe you're around a narcissist famous person. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands looking at a pathway to healing a burden. Maybe they're hiding because someone is sabotaging her pathway. There seems to be blocks, stumbling blocks, but what's in the middle? What's within yourself, Queen of Wands? Love spell, Queen of Wands. Maybe looking at a promotion, an investment, income. Maybe looking at a cycle, ending of a cycle when it comes to maybe a witch spell ending. Because someone's looking back at you thinking Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or maybe Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, ending of a cycle. Maybe a Gemini person. Maybe a Gemini person is being very blunt about end of a cycle when it comes to maybe a witch spell energy. Maybe you are the stirrer, the pot stirrer, when it comes to maybe Aquarius, masculine, looking back at this portal, going through, leaving you behind, because it was a battle. Because now we're looking at trying to win at any cost. Maybe when it comes to a home, maybe. Or unrequited love. Maybe someone's looking at a proposal. Or someone's looking at healing a burden when it comes to a pathway. Maybe you live at number 110. Or maybe something to do with living. Or maybe looking at maybe a King of Wands, a famous person, a narcissist. holding a burden on this pathway with a counterpart, turning their back, maybe a curious person, because they're in a portal of a love spell. Someone trying to win at any cost when it comes to their thoughts or for intimidation in a house. Maybe someone changing their residence, moving forward or moving in with a curious person, because now you're looking at a cup of love. Maybe someone's looking at a new love, maybe, or a baby, or relationship, proposal, marriages, looking at the holy grail of self. Maybe someone feels a burden staying away from a new love, maybe. Something happened on the 110th October. Gemini person, June, October, Libra, maybe a contract, maybe pathway for a portal. Someone's looking back. That love choice is a burden for a Gemini person. They're looking at maybe a visionary person, a leader, a king of wands, looking at maybe the flames of the fire of the mind when it comes to the visionary. Maybe someone's looking at maybe healing or think about a curious person who comes to help them with the burden. Maybe looking at a love choice when it comes to maybe going through a pathway, when it comes to maybe creation. Maybe looking at someone sabotaging your projects. Sagittarius person, a love choice. About 6 people, 5 people, 10 people, 11 people, bloody a whole group of you. Maybe 11 people, 6 people staying behind, 5 people going through a different world, isn't it, when it comes to using the soul of the self. Because they got karmic debts, man. If she's a love spell witch player, then this Gemini masculine is looking back thinking, you got a karmic debt, man. You can't go forward. You're crazy. But then again, also you're looking at maybe a counterpart when it comes to maybe conflicts about a message being returned back. Maybe a Sagittarius person is looking at maybe completing a cycle. I'm trying to work it out today. I think a cycle lasts 10 years. Because if I count 8 years, 2 years, fighting for 5, 13, I reckon they tried it again, a second time, but the second time is a problem. Because I was looking at another cycle, and now it's a burden. The second time is a burden. Maybe they've tried it for 10 years, 11 years, and now it's a burden. 11 months, or the 11th month, October. Something happened in October. Maybe there was an event in October. And something happened. And that's how this all started. Something happened in October. And that's when the love spell started. You're looking at victory going through this portal, going away from a conflict. Because now you're looking at the Ace of Pentacles. Someone's after someone's pentacles. They want to fight at any cost. So maybe a Virgo or Gemini person is looking at the situation, going within, seeing the truth when it comes to maybe a Leo person. When it comes to maybe completing a cycle, when it comes to a love spell. There seems to be a situation where there seems to be lots of energy, news going around about someone's pathway. Something happened in October, man. Something happened in October. Maybe a Gemini person or a Virgo person. King of Wands, something happened in October. Some event, October, could have been 2011 or 2010 or 15. Something in October, an event. 14. I reckon it was maybe 2011. 2011 maybe, something happened. Something happened about someone's emotions. Maybe someone had a conversation about their emotions, like opening up about maybe abandonmentship. Something happened in 2011 in October. Something about October. Because now you're looking at maybe a narcissist, reflection, the man in the mirror. Maybe someone's dealing with someone very toxic. Maybe they're looking at healing. There's been a battle. Maybe looking at their deepest dreams of inspiration. Maybe someone's too materialistic, very full of themselves. Because now someone's looking at the mirror, fire signs. Fire signs. Maybe you're looking in the mirror, self-reflection. Maybe you're a bit of a narcissist. Maybe looking at a new project, inspiration, maybe urgent to create. But the energy around you is too much narcissism. And you've been guided away from your loved ones or your angels, your past over loved ones. So this seems to be a secret with a Cancer person, trying to take control, maybe for a Sagittarius person. Maybe looking at maybe power and authority when it comes to the power of the self. You've got the hand of God when it comes to creation, go within yourself. Maybe you're thinking, fire sign, of Aquarius person, helping with your burden, the Empress, your counterpart. But someone else is in the way. Something happened in October 2011, or on the 11th month, October. What's all these cards? I'm so busy looking. What's this? Aquarius person. Maybe want to heal with Aquarius person. Maybe feel more grounded, abundant. But look at Aquarius person. Could be a Leo person or a Virgo person. October. June, July, August, September, October. Maybe look at marriage, God's Two of Cups, in a bit of a challenge. Alright, let's leave these there. There must be a reason. Because now you're looking at maybe a businessman. Maybe with a Sagittarius, Queen of Cups. Maybe you've got a strong relationship with them. When it comes to maybe renewals, when it comes to maybe fulfillments. Some King of Pentacles looking at this Aquarius person. Now you're looking at someone's heart's being weighed. Someone's in the way when it comes to justice. There seems to be an imbalance. Because someone's been bewitched. Someone's using a love spell. Someone's eating, drinking. Something happened in October, man. And now you're looking at feeling unloved because of a love spell. You didn't turn around and look at maybe an air sign person. You didn't fight for this person. You stayed with a third party person. Something happened in this portal. And now you're being very protective over your emotions. You could be a Queen of Wands or a King of Wands. But you're looking at maybe balancing the feminine and masculine energy within yourself. Might be in a bit of a battle. But maybe you see an air sign as your Two of Cups because you're looking at a third party person in this love spell. Maybe you think about healing and being more grounded, bringing your strength back, balance, fairness, truth. Maybe you see an air sign person as loving, very intuitive, very psychic, like a mother figure. Or you could be a masculine Gemini person, think about Queen of Cups. A Gemini masculine, think about Queen of Cups. Maybe feel that energy. Maybe you had a battle on your hand with a Queen of Wands. So you couldn't look back and add love in person. But she feels you though. And she not just feels you, I think you know she thinks as well. Maybe feel spiritually connected to a Queen of Cups. Could be an air sign person as well. Air sign feminine. A very good mother, very nurturing. Someone you can talk to, understanding. They come from a very sincere place. Because Aquarius is here twice. 2 star seeds. Maybe you've got a different perspective, fire signs, about narcissism. Maybe going to kill your narcissistic ways. A Sagittarius person, maybe someone in your past is a burden. So now, Aries, there's a Sagittarius person. Maybe you think about the Empress. Maybe you just want to show your face because maybe you feel a bit embarrassed because your love choices. When it comes to Aquarius person, maybe looking at success, abundance, but someone's not telling the truth to an air sign person. Maybe they don't want an air sign person to acknowledge the truth. Maybe they want an air sign person to forget the truth and forget it's a burden. I don't think so. Air signs don't give up like that. Sorry. You look at a new beginning, maybe with a Aquarius person, when it comes to the Empress, when it comes to the Lioness. Maybe you feel very grounded, abundant. Maybe you feel like maybe a Libra person is in the middle. Maybe it's like a Sagittarius person. Because now you're looking at stability. Maybe someone has no empathy. Someone that's in the middle sabotaging. You could be looking at Queen of Wands, you know. Because, yeah, something happened. Maybe on the 4th of October. Or April the 11th. An event. An opportunity that's now become a conflict. Because someone went for a pathway. Something could have happened, you know, in April or October. Maybe December 27. An opportunity, an event should have been passed over, but someone feels like they missed an opportunity. Can you see the hand from a Aquarius person? But they thought they'd be stuck. They won't see this opportunity. Maybe you see victory, fire signs. Maybe you see this person as a counterpart. But maybe just thinking about someone sabotaging, maybe a Libra person or a Sagittarius person. But now you're looking at maybe fairness, balance, truth. Maybe looking at a Queen of Wands. A burden, Sagittarius burden. You could be looking at another masculine Sagittarius as well, or Queen of Wands. But it looks like maybe a Gemini masculine holds too much burdens. For a Sagittarius person. For a Queen of Wands is a burden, man. A third party person. Maybe you've got a lot of women, man. You've probably got a fire sign woman, a water sign woman, an earth sign woman. You're all over the fucking place. This is just going to be a trash bag. A narcissist person needs to have a different perspective, man. What a bloody walking closet of a fucking player. A community penis, man. Just like to write his ass all over the place. Queen of Wands. Oh, maybe think about Queen of Wands as a Aquarius person. As a counterpart. Single. On a pathway to happiness. Beginnings. Plantations. Planting God's Two of Cup. Stabilizing. But there's a conflict. Worries. Anxiety. When it comes to researching, looking, curiosity, when it comes to insight of a stagnation, when it comes to walking away. Now, why did someone walk away? Gave an opportunity to a Taurus, a Capricorn person. There you go. Now they're holding back on this Tower moment, heartbroken. Never mind when it comes to balancing, because everybody thinks they need everyone. When you do projection, never mind. Someone made a big cock up, boy. Yep, someone's been duped, I guess. You can't judge everybody else by everyone else. But something happened in this love spill. October. 10 again. October, maybe 2021. 2011. October 2011. On the 4th. Or April the 10th. 2011. Some event they shouldn't have went to. This is when it started. They were doing for an extra 5 years. A different pathway. These people are fucking mad. That's their options for unrequited love. You see, they go to people's events when you're working with people, they're just putting pure difficulties, right? Like maybe a Gemini person being very blunt when it comes to maybe Leo person, when it comes to maybe preparation, when it comes to maybe King of Pentacles. Maybe someone's looking at this judgment when it comes to maybe sparking idea, when it comes to maybe messages, maybe about authority. and power. Changes. Every ending has a new beginning when it comes to stability, abundance, when it comes to maybe success. Now you're looking at maybe independence, changing, ending, this love spell. Now you've got maybe it's a spirit, a practitioner, or maybe a bishop, pastor, or someone. They're crying now. Because it's an end. Please don't end. Please, please. No, you have to. Look what you've done. Tower moment. Tower moment. I mean, like, oh, I want to explain this another day, but every time I see the Glenfield Tower, when I drive past, and it has that big heart on it, it always reminds me of, like, the Holy War. Like, oh, I'm not going to explain it right now, but it's still a tower moment. It was a strong message, even leading up 10 years prior. I think they were using the moon magic, because I find it hard to watch programs sometimes, because the soul always leaves messages, always a deeper message from the soul, and I always tend to decode. So I only happen to watch half an hour of it, because, like, I'm not going to be able to watch this properly. I need to maybe, like, to calm my mind down a bit and then go back to it. But my mind keeps decoding, so I haven't really watched the Glenfield thing. I thought about half an hour, no more than that. Because it kept resonating to what I always felt every time I'm riding past. Every time I ride past this tower with all these souls in there. And if we bring silence to ourselves, you know, we can decode what these people are telling us. Because the first person that they said, the fire brigade said, her name was Jezebel. Do you understand? Oh man, I just kept decoding these things. And then, oh my days. Oh, don't start, V, because it's only a fire sign, V, it's not a collective. Oh. And then, right, because it's a fire as well, isn't it? Fire signs, I guess. So now, right, it came from, they thought it was an immigrant's home, number 16, spirituality, 6 and 1, 7. They thought it came from that fridge. Do you understand? But it didn't. It came from, American company that was on the stock market. They do things like military, all of that, innit? They knew 10 years prior that plastic was no good, innit? Because, you know, aluminium is on both sides of the plastic. Aluminium. Also, you can turn it around to illumination. The tower, man, I think we're going back to Genesis days, man. We're not looking. We're not using intuition, man. The universe keeps saying we're fucking up the universe with our energy. There's only one planet, man. And once we fuck up this planet, where are we going, bro? Because everyone's using this moon. That's why they're so fixated with the moon. They do moon magic, like waning with the magic of the moon cycles. I think some moon cycles can take up to maybe 10 years, 7 years. I'm still kind of like, I look for things within myself with patience. But, oh man, let me just, tower moments, man. We keep creating from the ego, from narcissism, creating these foundations, and it's not real. It's an illusion. And now we're in battle over things that was an illusion. From someone's maybe ideology, maybe someone's from belief, maybe from doing witch spells, from moon magic. People are taking people's free will away. And when they do that, when they end up losing people, things and places, everyone's but to blame. But their witch spell, they think witch spell's protecting them. No, they're going to go for a worse cycle. And they just want to take down as much people with them as they can. They know they're going to have a worse cycle. But what it is, I think, when people give out these love spells to use, they're not telling people the small print. This is why there's a battle in someone's thoughts, such a Taurus person, when it comes to ending with a Gemini person. But what it does with a loving person, an air sign person, very intuitive, very psychic. But they're not listening. I think they just don't care. As long as they've got the big house, the brick, the water, the men to give them the money to flock all over them. Nah, man, they create the worst cycle for themselves. They're not learning about what happens, the consequences after when you use a witch spell at work. At work, a team of people. I'm telling you, a team of people. Maybe a Scorpio person and a Sagittarius person so far. Team of people, man. Because now you're looking at a secret. Secret illusion. Let me tell you, illusions. Deception. Now maybe a Gemini person seeing through this deception and maybe he's walking away. Something new. A new passion now. New love. Maybe for a Queen of Cups. It was all an illusion, man, to keep this person, to help them with their burdens. It was all an illusion, man. Now you can't deception. You've got to use your intuition. If someone's barking up the wrong tree, man. Someone's doing people pleasing, moon magic, all them things there for their solutions. Alright, it's not right. Taking away people's free will. They're going to have a hard time in their cycle. Hard time, boy. Now you're looking at maybe success and abundance at work when it comes to self-mastery. Maybe someone's got a different perspective when it comes to someone very unique at work. Maybe a Aquarius person. Maybe someone's looking at abundance. Now you look at 888. Maybe she keeps saying 888, maybe. Now you look at maybe stability when it comes to maybe when you look at the actions and ability when it comes to maybe the set of the self. Maybe you're looking at maybe a Gemini person being very blunt, maybe to maybe a King of Wands when it comes to maybe straight talking, blunt talking, maybe to a love choice when it comes to entrapment. Maybe someone was helping someone's entrapment, maybe an air sign person, the Empress, and now you're looking at maybe someone's up at night worried about their pentacles. boy. Maybe King of Pentacles, backstabbing, betrayal. Someone's losing a tarot reader when it comes to new love. Maybe someone's looking at institution when it comes to spiritual being guided to look at their options when it comes to romance. Someone's looking at a very toxic happily ever after. Yeah, they're not being guided, man, at work. It's a burden. Emperor. Being guided the wrong way. A Leo person when it comes to promiscuity with the Queen of Pentacles and a King of Cups. They've been guiding them the wrong way. Because of this witch spell, King of Cups and a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Pentacles. Genevieve Nadia, the pick me then, devil pick me then. Nah, man, miss opportunity. Something happened in October or maybe April. Or August, on the 4th or the 14th of August. Some event happened in August or October or April. Some event happened. And there's a hidden feeling about an event. Maybe they were promoting events, maybe, when it comes to maybe books, creative ideas. This is about events, opportunity, but they don't have no empathy, no feeling. There's no water. None. There's none. Just conflicts, rivals, challenges, obstacles behind the veil. Told you, burden. Queen of Pentacles, man. Burden, man. Burden. With the Queen of Wands, they've done something. I'm telling you, they've done something at some event. They've done something. I knew it. They've done something at some event. Maybe that's how she got married to this masculine, maybe. Maybe they're going for a divorce. Queen of Wands and a Gemini person. Or a Cancer person. Now you're looking at marriage. Maybe for maybe a Leo person. Turning his back maybe on a burden. Maybe a King of Cups is a burden, maybe. Coming to an end with King of Cups. It's going to be a victory for Queen of Swords. Maybe someone loves the Queen of Swords, you know. They want a victory for Queen of Swords. But Queen of Swords says, I don't think so. I got a battle with a Taurus person. She owes me. She lied. She stealed. When it comes to my like soulmate connection, Queen of Wands smirking like it's funny. Someone's single. Maybe King of Wands looking at maybe a cruise person when it comes to taking a leap of faith on the pathway to happiness. Clarity. Told you. With Miss Biggie Beatrice. Queen of Pentacles, man. She's a fucking riding donkey. She's a high-class prostitute, man. High-class prostitute. So maybe these spells laughed about a cycle. 10 years, maybe. Maybe they tried it because we've been here 13 now. Maybe they tried to push it a second time. September 2020. King of Cups, man. Ending King of Cups. Burden. Someone's in love with Queen of Swords. They want victory with Queen of Swords. Firesign may be in love with Queen of Swords, but it's a battle about blocks, about Taurus person. You know what's going on. And no one's putting up with your shit. Do you know what it is? A lot of people don't say the truth to people because they're fear of something, losing something, because everyone feels like they're obligated for people to help with their burdens. I'm not that person. And this is probably why these people are hiding. They don't like the truth. I ain't afraid to lose shit. The truth matters more than you look bread and butter for your brick and mortar using love spells. Out of order. Now you're being spiritually guided by maybe your loved ones to go and create your own happiness. Because now you're looking at, again, victory. Maybe you're in love with a Queen of Swords. I don't know what's going on with you lot. Now you're going within and seeing a spiritual journey. You have to use your illusions. Come out of the illusion by using your intuition. Alright, fire sign. Remember, walk in love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.